You know that feeling, right? Like your AI has the memory of a goldfish? Well, we're going to dive into a new technology that might just fix that, turning our digital assistants from these forgetful tools into partners that actually truly remember you. So, first up, let's talk about why this even happens. It's this frustratingly common problem with the AI assistants we're all using today. You know, it's what makes these super advanced tools feel, well, surprisingly limited. And that feeling of talking to a stranger every single time, yeah, you're not imagining it. It's because most AI systems are what developers call stateless. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying they have total digital amnesia outside of the one conversation you're having right now. It forces you to reintroduce yourself and all your context over and over again. I mean, think about our own memory. It's persistent, right? It builds this incredibly rich, personal context over our entire lives. But a standard AI, its memory just gets wiped clean. It has no idea what your preferences are, what projects you're working on, or even what you talked about yesterday. And honestly, that's a massive gap in how useful it can be. Okay, so people have tried to fix this, right? They've used things like databases or knowledge graphs, but these solutions have some really critical flaws. A lot of them basically just dump everything into one giant digital junk drawer. They can't tell the difference between a core fact about you and, some random thought you shared last week. So, the big question is, how do we solve this digital amnesia? Well, a new system called MIRIX is proposing a really cool solution. It's all about building a better, much more structured brain for AI. Let's get into how it works. So, MIRIX is a completely new approach. See, instead of just trying to create a bigger memory, it's designed from the ground up to organize memory in a way that's much more human-like. And it does this using a whole team of specialized AI agents. And this really gets to the core idea. Instead of one big memory dump, Mirror uses 6 specialized components. It's a lot like how different parts of our own brain are responsible for different kinds of memories. And this separation is what makes the whole thing so efficient. You've got core memory, which holds the fundamental stuff about you, like your job or your favorite coffee order. Then there's episodic memory for tracking events, like that meeting you had last Tuesday. You also have semantic for concepts and procedural for remembering how to do things step by step. The whole system is designed for super precise recall. And this is the really crucial point. This isn't some passive database just sitting there. MIRIX is an active system. There's a whole team of AI memory manager agents constantly working in the background, filing, updating, and grabbing your personal info from exactly the right memory bucket at exactly the right time. Okay, so the idea is fantastic, right? But the proof is always in the performance. So let's see how MIRIX actually held up when it was put through some incredibly demanding tests that were basically designed to make other systems fail. And to really push the limits, researchers created a brand new benchmark. It forces the AI to build a memory just by watching a person's computer's screen for an entire month. It then had to answer questions based on almost 20,000 screenshots. I mean, that's a task that is pretty much impossible for most AI systems today. So the results are fascinating. A standard AI model, it barely scored 11%. The best existing method out there hit 44%. But MIRIX, with its structured brain, achieved nearly 60% accuracy. That is a huge 35% leap forward. It just goes to show that how you organize memory is every bit as important as how much of it you can store. But accuracy, that's only half the story. This next number is, I would argue, just as impressive, maybe even more so, 99.9%. So what on earth is that? That's the reduction in storage space MIRIX needed compared to the baseline. Because it's smart enough to extract and structure the information instead of just saving thousands of raw images, it's not just more accurate, it is vastly more efficient. And that is absolutely critical if you want this to run on real-world devices like your phone or glasses. And get this, MIRIX isn't just a one-trick pony for images. On text-only tests, the kind with long, complex conversations, it also set a new state-of-the-art performance standard. That proves its structured approach works great across all different kinds of information. Okay, so all this impressive performance, what does it actually mean for you? Let's take a look at the future this kind of technology could unlock, and some of it is starting today. This tech is already being used in a real personal assistant app. It can, with your permission of course, watch your screen and build this searchable, totally private memory of your digital life. You can literally ask it, hey, what was I working on last week? And it will just know the answer instantly. And you can actually see how it thinks, which is so cool. It organizes everything it learns about you into this visual knowledge tree. It can even watch you do something on your computer and then automatically generate a step-by-step guide for you, pulling that right from its procedural memory. Of course, the next logical step is to get this off the desktop and into the world. A structured memory system like this could be the cognitive backbone for the next generation of wearables, like AI-powered glasses and pins. Just imagine, glasses that don't just see what you see, but actually remember and understand it. They could help you recall names, summarize meetings right after they happen, all on the fly. But the creators of MIRIX, they're envisioning an even bigger future than that. A future where our memories, our experiences, our workflows, our knowledge become something more than just a tool for personal recall. What if they became a new kind of digital asset? This leads to the concept they call the agent memory marketplace. I mean, think about it. An entire ecosystem where you could share, trade, or even sell useful memories, like a really clever productivity workflow you developed. You could create expert communities with a collective, shared memory. You could even interact with AI clones of influencers that are built entirely from their memories and experiences. It is a pretty provocative and powerful thought, isn't it? And it leaves us with one last, really crucial question to think about. As this technology keeps developing, what happens when our personal, lived-in memories become our most valuable and maybe even our most tradable digital asset?